Good evening and welcome to Global Business Update. Tonight we'll discuss a recent rise in gang-related violence in Sweden, a country known for their peace and stability. The violent crimes include explosions, shootings, and turf wars between rival groups and have shaken up Swedish cities. Especially Stockholm, which was once considered one of Europe's safest capitals, is now creating serious social and political debate. Now, passing on to Edward, who will discuss further.
Thank you. According to Sweden's National Council for Crime Prevention, over 60 deadly shootings were recorded in 2023, the highest number in the country's history. Authorities have linked this violence to criminal networks competing for the control of drug trade and recruitment of vulnerable youths, often from immigrant communities. Tragically, many victims were teenagers. The Prime Minister, Ulf Kristersson, has described the situation as a threat to Swedish democracy, promising tougher policing and new laws to tackle organized crime. These events have sparked major concerns regarding politics. The government is tightening migration policies, increasing police powers, and are now even considering military involvement in policing. Social cohesion was once one of Sweden's greatest strengths, but is now under pressure.
So what is causing this sudden escalation? Many are asking how a country which was once seen as a model of safety and social equality could reach this point. Experts suggest that this isn't a sudden event, but rather a result of a long-term social and economic shifts that have been building up for over a decade. Sweden's generous immigration policies brought in thousands of refugees and migrants, but integration into schools, jobs, and communities have not kept pace with the population growth. At the same time, social welfare cuts and rising living costs have widened the gap between the rich and poor. What began as isolated youth conflicts has now evolved to well-organized crime networks fueled by both opportunity and frustration. To understand further, let's look at the key conditions driving this trend.
First, economic inequality. Even in a wealthy nation like Sweden, the gap between native Swedes and immigrant communities continues to grow, leaving many young people feeling excluded from opportunity. Second, integration challenges. New arrivals often face barriers in employment, housing, and education. This limited access can lead to frustration and isolation, particularly among youth who feel disconnected from mainstream Swedish society. And third, the influence of social media. Platforms that glamorize gang culture have made recruitment faster and more persuasive, spreading violent ideals faster than authorities can respond. Some analysis point to failures in education and housing policy as they have left migrant communities concentrated in poorer urban suburbs. All these factors have combined to turn Swedish cities into areas of rising crime and insecurity.
The public is frustrated by the crimes. Residents in the affected areas live in fear, and community trust in the justice system has weakened. Social impact has been massive. Economically, small businesses in high crime suburbs report declining sales and rising insurance costs. Sweden, internationally known as a safe, egalitarian society, is straining with foreign investors expressing concerns.
As Sweden confronts this crisis, it's clear the solution goes beyond law enforcement. It would require rebuilding trust, creating opportunities, and strengthening community ties. The government's response in the coming years will determine whether Sweden restores its reputation for peace and equality or continues down a path of division and fear.